This episode of Meraki TV is proudly brought to you by the Organisation of Pan-Hellenism in Australia, opa.org.au.
Γεια σας, I'm Anna Sevo and this is Meraki TV. Being Greek, Aussie style. Tonight on the show we have Charbel, Eurovision veteran and Greek Cypriot hunk. DJ Krazy gives us all the latest music news and reviews. We learn how to make good old-fashioned feta cheese at home. Stavroula gives us all the latest glitz and goss, and we introduce a brand new segment, Call a Spade with Harry. But first up, Hohlastou gets her dancing shoes on and checks out the brand new sensation called OPACIZE.
Kathy is a dance instructor and aerobic instructor who has come up with an amazing concept, and it's so much fun. OPACIZE. Kathy, where did that come from?
I just thought I've been doing dance fitness for a long time, and I just thought I'll do a Greek night. And I thought I'd only attract 10 people. And 160 turned up. So, yeah, it was really good.
What, on the first night?
On the first night, 160. And it's just been growing and growing and growing. And, yeah, pleasantly surprised, shocked, overwhelmed, actually. So, yeah.
So it's such an amazing night. And you've even got different nationalities. We've got an Italian instructor.
Yeah, as a non-Greek, I absolutely love it. It's so fun. Like, yeah, I love it.
You're based in Marrickville?
Yes, we're based in, this is our home, this is where we do our weekly classes, and we do a lot of pop-up classes, so we're going interstate and around Sydney, trying to fit everybody in and spread the Greek culture, and we're about to release our live class DVD, and so that way people that can't come to our classes can do it from home with a group of friends, and our opacize.com website will go live soon, and that will offer people to the ability to teach. We will teach them to teach others, and that way we can keep spreading around and spreading the Greek culture and the Opa size.
So who inspires you? Where does it come from?
My sister, when I had the thought process of a Greek night and I was ready to launch it, my sister suddenly died, and she just literally dropped dead. And it was very, very hard. So I did the launch, then I stopped for a month, and then I came back, and my mission is to try to get people fit, healthy and moving, because my sister never did, and she had 3 blocked arteries, and that just caused her heart to fail. And if I can get people moving and having fun, as daggy as we are, and we are who and Opa, it's a good thing, you know, and that's what I'm trying to do. I just want to, and the Greek, she was very, very Greek, and this keeps me connected to her. So I just want to keep spreading it and doing it and opacizing. I was never very Greek, I was always Latin, but now Greek all the way. Opa, baby.
Love it. Thank you. I was going to ask you, so if you could accomplish something that wouldn't possibly fail, what would it be? And I think you've done it.
Love it. It's like the Greek bazooka.
Without the heels.
When it comes to feta cheese, we all have our favourite brand for many different reasons. Well, tonight we've got a real treat for you. One of our viewers contacted us and said she'd like to show you all how to make your very own feta cheese at home. Well, that was an offer we couldn't refuse. So here for you now is Eva, with what I suspect will be life-changing for many of us.
Yaya's secret recipe is proudly brought to you by M&J Chickens, supplying high-quality poultry-based fresh products, value-added, flavoured and fully cooked meals and meal components to the hospitality, food service and retail in Australia. For superior quality and service, choose M&J Chickens. We're revolutionising the way you think about chicken.
Hi, my name's Eva, and today I'm going to show you how to make feta cheese. You'll need unhomogenised milk, starter cultures, rennet, that can be vegetarian or animal rennet, and also some sea salt. Okay, so the first step is to heat the milk. Now we can transfer the milk to the cheese vat. Okay, so the milk is in the vat. As you can see, this isn't very high tech. It really is just a plastic container in a foam box. What we're going to do is add a drop of what's called starter cultures, and then I'm going to stir it in. I'm going to do this for about 2 minutes. So rennet is actually from the stomach lining of an animal. That's what it is. You can also get vegetarian rennet that's actually made from a special type of mould. 1.4 mils of rennet. I'm going to dilute it in some water, and now I'm going to pour it in, and I'm going to mix this in for another 2 minutes. So for one litre of water, we're going to put in 150 grams of sea salt. Now we can see that the salt has completely dissolved in the water. We're going to leave it to cool down back to room temperature before we add it to the cheese. Well, we've had our cheese resting now for half an hour, so we're going to check it and see if the curds have started to form. I'm going to make a little incision. See, it's thickened quite a lot. So the next step will be to actually cut the curds, both horizontally and vertically. Also going to do it in the middle. Okay, so as we can see, the curds are separating from the whey. There's quite a clear separation there. As you can see, they've firmed up quite a bit, heavier and heavier. We're now ready to transfer our curds into the moulds. So I'm going to start removing the whey, just using a cup. Here we have our hoops. These are basically the cheese moulds that we're going to use to form the cheese. I'm going to scoop the curds into the moulds. So what we're going to do is leave the curds to drain for another hour. What we're going to do now is flip the cheese around, and this will help to continue to release more of the whey and make sure that the cheese is more evenly balanced. Okay, so here we are, it's the morning. So you can have a look and see, it's gone down quite a bit. So we're going to flip it again, and now we're going to leave the cheese to continue to drain during the day. So we want it to dry out before we're ready to add the brine. And put the feta in the fridge. I'm going to leave it for a couple of days, and then it's ready to eat.
Digital Press. We're your kind of printer. For whatever your printing needs, visit digitalpress.com.au. Sydney Earth Moving and Demolition. Whether your job is small or larger, let our experience guide you. Sydney Earth Moving and Demolition. Sweet Fantasy Cakes. No matter what your special occasion or personal craving, come and visit the Small Business Champions. sweetfantasycakes.com.au.
We all know Mr. Choukalas from My Big Fat Greek Wedding. He was the dad who would say, "Give me a word, any word," and he'd show us the Greek root. Well, tonight we're very proud to present a brand new segment, Call a Spade with Harry, and he's here to separate all the fact from the fiction.
Hello everyone, my name is Sarbel Choukalas. Now, what's in a name? We're going to do another segment, I think, one other day about the different Greek names and what the meanings of the words are. Like my name, Haralambos, it means the one that shines with joy, with happiness. Amazing, isn't it? And Choukalas, listen to this, it's amazing, but my surname actually translates to potter. Choukali is the pot. The Choukalas is the one that makes the pot. I am the potter. And Haralambos is Harry, so I'm the Greek Harry Potter. So you be careful what you talk about me, because I'm going to disappear if you say something bad about me. But today we have something special, and we are here in this amazing kitchen because we are making cheese today. And what sort of cheese? It's feta cheese. Now it's amazing. Can you believe that a few years ago the European Union says that no, feta cheese is not Greek? And then Greeks said, no, this is Greek, definitely it's Greek. And we went to court, and of course we won the right to call any white cheese feta only if it comes from Greece. Yes, feta is Greek. But did they know that actually feta means a slice? Maybe not. Anyway, feta is going back a long way. Well, the first time we recorded feta in our history in ancient Greece was in Homer's book, in Omiros' book, actually in Odyssea, in Ulysses' stories. And that's another thing about names. Why do we actually call him Ulysses? Hang on, his name was Odysseus. When you take a name, just keep it like that, like the Germans do. I like the Germans just because of that, okay? The thing is, it's Odysseus and it's Odyssey. It doesn't make sense to me. You call the book this Odyssey and his name is Ulysses. Why don't you call it Ulysses then, the book, anyway, the poems. Anyway, the first time that we actually see feta in history is back then. And Homer writes about Ulysses, Odysseus. Can I call him Odysseus, please? That's his name. Don't change his name. Come on. Okay, his name is Odysseus. Thank you. Odysseus Lipon, he just went into the cave of the Cyclops, the guy with the one eye, the giant, that he was a serpent. And he had a lot of sheep around and goats. And he was actually making cheese. You know how he actually made the cheese? He didn't know. It was an accident, like everything. Like beer, they found it accidentally. Anyway, the Cyclops had this sheep, and he was carrying the milk in some bags that he had made, not plastic like the supermarket ones today, but he had made the bags out of the stomachs of young animals. Yes, that's how they used to carry things back in those days. They didn't have plastic. Anyway, maybe we should introduce this new bag into our society today. Anyway, the thing is that he found accidentally that because it took a long time to get back to this cave, that the milk was solidified. It was solid, but he tasted it. It was wonderful. It was delicious. He thought, wow, what's this? Oh, that's feta. And that's how the feta was first introduced in our history. Of course, we had feta since then. Back in the ancient times, they used to use it not only as for their food, but also as a dessert. Add some honey, add some walnuts, and you get a beautiful dessert. So next time, we're going to talk about my favorite. We're going to find out where the phrase we call the spade a spade comes from. Yes, you guessed it exactly. It comes from ancient Greece.
Last week, we heard about his amazing foray into the US market. Well, we love this boy so much that we tied him to a chair and we wouldn't let him leave until he agreed to become part of the show. So here for you all now is Mr. DJ Krazy with the music news.
Hey guys, this is DJ Krazy talking music news for Meraki TV. And the Greek summer is upon us for the lucky people going to Greece this year. It's going to be awesome. A lot of the shows and the club shows, concert shows are being announced right now with some huge acts performing all over Greece. And it's the best time of the year also because they have the Mad Video Music Awards. And this year they're going to be held on Monday, the 29th of June at Taekwondo Stadium in Athens. And some of the big artists that are nominated for that will include Keti Karpi, Andonis Remos, Eleni Furera, Stavento, and many more. So over the next couple of weeks, we'll be able to tell you more about the Greek Grammys, as they call it over there in Greece, the Mad VMAs, and we'll tell you who the winners are. With the Greek summer comes all the Greek new summer releases, and there's plenty coming out right now from Greece. Some of my favorite hot summer sounds right now include Kepetao Psila by Elias Vretos, Senorita by Clay D, Kalokeri by Dionysis Hinas, and my boy Nikos Ganos with his new track Stavathia. In event news, we had a huge gig last week, Hamos at Seaside in Brighton, which is going off once a month. I'll tell you about the next date coming up in July, and also my big gig in Melbourne in July as well. For more details, check out my website, www.djkrazycon.com. This is KrazyCon signing off for Meraki TV. Catch you next time.
Digital Press. We're your kind of printer. For whatever your printing needs, visit digitalpress.com.au. Sydney Earth Moving and Demolition. Whether your job is small or larger, let our experience guide you. Sydney Earth Moving and Demolition. Sweet Fantasy Cakes. No matter what your special occasion or personal craving, come and visit the Small Business Champions. sweetfantasycakes.com.au.
Charbel. Just the mention of his name is enough to send most Greek women swooning. I think he's what they had in mind when they termed the phrase the full package. Let's see. Handsome, talented, melodious voice, hips that move, and he's intelligent. I was so enthralled during our interview, I could have happily kept him talking until they served me with a restraining order. Here for your pleasure now, Charbel. Welcome everybody, I'm here with the one and only Charbel. It's not Sarbel, Charbel, right?
That's correct.
Thanks so much for joining us on Meraki TV.
Thank you for having me. I'm so happy to be here.
So a little bit of background.
Yes.
I did a little bit of research on you.
Okay.
God bless Google.
God bless Google, yes.
And it told me that you moved to Crete at the tender age of 18 from London.
It was a very tender age.
How did your mother
especially
let
to
you go?
move to Crete. I'm a very stubborn person. That's a family trait. So when I've got something in my mind, then I'm just going to do it. I'm not going to listen to anyone. So the banakatevi feos, θα το κάνω, τελείωσε. Initially, I was going to start by doing a cruise ship. I auditioned to sing on a cruise ship for 6 months. They saw that I was Greek and they said to me, we're actually doing a project in Crete. Would you prefer to go there? So who says no to going to Crete? I said, yeah, why not?
So you stayed there for a couple of years and then what did you do in those years? Did you sing in clubs?
I did loads of jobs. I was even a lifeguard at one point. Yes, I wore the red shorts. It wasn't exactly Baywatch or Home and Away, but it was...
I'm going to Google that and see if I can find
No, there's no pictures of me. I eliminated every photo.
The first big hits, it's massive.
Yes.
All of a sudden you're flying around the world.
Yeah.
You go to Eurovision.
Yes.
How was that whole experience? Because here, I don't know what it's like in London, but here in Australia, we kind of watch it as comic entertainment a little bit sometimes.
We do that in growing up in London. I saw that as very comic.
Okay.
Yeah, when Sony said to me, we're thinking of sending you to the Eurovision, I was like, oh no, we've come to the finale. This is the end. I'm finished. I'm doomed.
But it's huge over there to be sent to.
It's actually very big in Europe.
It's
very big in
World
Europe.
Cup over there.
Yeah, literally. It was an amazing experience. It was a chance of a lifetime.
Have you written some of your own music?
I have. I've written some English songs actually. I've written a song called So Perfect. I've got a lot of material in the drawer that I actually haven't released.
Why is it in the drawer?
I just kind of, I don't know, I was in that frame of mind at the time and I just wrote music. I wrote lyrics. I tried to kind of experiment. But I like taking songs from other people. I like interacting with other people.
You're a bit of a Ricky Martin. You like to shake the ball.
I don't know about Ricky Martin, but yeah, I like to move when I sing. I can't sit down, so I tend to sing happy songs.
Well, we enjoy the happy songs, I must say, as a girl. We like
Thank
them
you.
there, we can dance. It's very refreshing.
Yeah, it is actually.
bit of
Yeah,
booty shaking.
when I first started, they were saying to me in the record company, you know, don't dance so much. This is in the very beginning. They would say.
Who are they? Give me names.
Sony would say
I will take
you
them
should not dance so much, and then when Sabira Suvara, which was the very first number that came out, became a success, they were actually saying to me, "You're not dancing enough. Dance more. You should dance more."
Thanks so much for talking.
Thank you very much.
You know life's too short to not have at least a little bit of glitz and goss. And Stavroula, well, she's got loads.
Glitz and Goss is proudly brought to you by iSecure. To keep your family safe, let us keep an eye on your place. isecureyou.com.au.
The 2015 Darwin Galendi, the annual Queen's Birthday Weekend Festival, is a glorious 2 days of sun fun, music, dance, food and drink. A fun park for young and old. With its balmy weather and delicious aromas, our senses were further heightened by the sounds of Maria Stavropoulou, Nikita Elenis, Nick Paris, also on bouzouki, and hot musicians Mike Paris on drums, George Vivassis on keys, Rossi Kourinos on tubeleki, and Nick Zizivakos on the bass. The Glendy continued on till the early hours at Discovery nightclub. The film Reuben Guthrie opened the Sydney Film Festival, starring Alex Dimitriadis. Alex states it's years worth of training as a rat bag. A tough call, but possibly the most fun he's had on a film set ever. Out in cinemas soon. Greek-born Australian actor and director Louis Mandylor has been busy filming How to Rob a Bank 10 Easy Steps, as well as a post-apocalyptic zombie thriller called Daylight's End, both being released this year, as is Blackout, the movie Louis directed starring his brother Kostas Mandylor. Right now, Louis is in Canada filming My Big Fat Greek Wedding 2. Can't wait to see what his character Nico Portokalos gets up to. Catch George Kapiniaris in his one-man, one-singer, one-bouzouki bilingual show Zova the Freak, June 26 at Frankston Arts Centre, Melbourne. A very funny show about growing up as a Greek in Australia. More than 20 Greek winemakers are in Australia this month to showcase over 90 different kinds of wine, from the Peloponnese to Santorini and other Greek islands. The first time that such a large group have visited Australia. Funny man Angelo Tsaroukas, who was here recently for the Comedy Festival, will be joining the cast on upcoming TV series Astoria, a dark tale of betrayal and the Greek mafia in New York. Look forward to seeing the saga of the Antonopoulos family on our screens. Also look out for Angelo's new comedy film, A Night in Athens, which is doing the Greek festival circuits now. Alexandros Notas, you might remember him from gigs at Fix Live Sydney, where he's made a dynamic return to the music scene with his new song, Bes Mou Ne, an uplifting summery song making waves in radios and clubs throughout Greece. Another artist making waves is Nikos Ikonomopoulos, and it's confirmed Nico is set for an Australian tour in October. Excited? Ya helios logos. And that's it from me tonight. Catch you next week on Meraki TV, Glitz and Goss with Stavroula.
Glitz and Goss is proudly brought to you by iSecure. To keep your family safe, let us keep an eye on your place. isecureyou.com.au.
Guys, that's it for this week. Thank you so much for joining us. A big shout out to our sponsors, and especially our major sponsor tonight, the Organisation of Pan-Hellenism in Australia. Please check out their website, opa.org.au. Don't forget, we love to hear your comments, so please like us on Facebook and follow us on Twitter. Tonight I'm leaving you with a brand new segment. It's called Tzokakia, and it's where we try and find the funniest Greek joke. If you think you have one, just shoot it on your smartphone and email it to sevo@meraki.tv, or just grab us next time we're filming and say, I have the one. We hope you have a good laugh. Have a great week. Until next time, Philakia from me, Anna Sevo.
Tzokakia.
Είναι funny, Mori.
There was this old lady, and she was in the airport, right? And she's carrying this massive suitcase, and it was chocolates. It was full of hilopites and rigani and feta, like she'd brought back from her village, right? And she's dragging it along. It was massive. Anyway, Arnold Schwarzenegger was in the airport at the time, and he walks up to her and he goes, "Astivalitsa, baby."